I just want to take a moment to address everything that's happening in our world. And I'm making this video. I don't like this, honestly. I prefer speaking to people face to face. But I made this video for people in our church, people whose hearts are heavy right now because there's a lot of darkness in our world. But my hope is not in the darkness that we are currently experiencing. Our hope is in the hope of and the light of Jesus Christ. And when my wife first texted me that Charlie Kirk was shot, I was hopeful that he would make a recovery, but unfortunately news quickly revealed that he would not. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was murdered. As a believer, he was martyred. And my heart is heavy for many reasons, as many of you, I'm sure, share the same feelings and similar ones that I have. But one of the reasons my heart is heavy is because we have lost an influential voice in faith. We've lost an influential voice for the Lord. And based on what I've seen through many videos in whatever political aisle, what side of the political aisle you land on, he was what I could tell as a pastor and a Christ follower. He had a genuine walk with the Lord, and he had such a voice for Christianity, not just for conservative political beliefs, but he was a genuine Christ follower, and he was passionate and bold and courageous in sharing his faith. Another reason my heart is heavy, because I don't know if it's just because we're similar in age, and he was a husband and he's a father of young children, and even the fact that, I was Googling to, as I was praying, I wanted to pray for his family by name. He wouldn't even share the names of his children because he wanted to keep them safe, and because he knew what he was going up against. He was courageous and bold despite all of those things. I know many people in our church are hurting or angry or confused, many other emotions, and I just want to encourage you, before you ever respond, that you would first pray. Before you ever would post, first pray. And maybe I would encourage you, maybe you shouldn't even post. Maybe you shouldn't respond. If you haven't first prayed and thought through, I'd encourage you not to. That's okay too. First, spend time praying. I woke up last night, I don't know if it was, I think it was like midnight, and I just couldn't sleep. And so I was just thinking about it. And even last night at church, and there was our Wednesday night kickoff with our youth and our kids, and there was a lot of people that even when I saw them, I could tell they were sad and they were reflecting and their hearts were heavy. And I just want to encourage you to pray. Spend time seeking after God during this time. I encourage you not just to pray, I encourage you to read your word. Some of the verses that come to mind is Luke 6:27, which says, "Love your enemies and do good to those who hate you." It's easy to throw stones. It's easy to find disagreements with people that we hate. But Luke 6 goes further to say it's easy to love people that love us back. But we're not called as Christ followers to just love people that are easy to love. We're called to love people who don't love us in return. We're called to love people who hate us. As Christ followers, some would even celebrate, right? Some would even celebrate the loss of someone they disagree with. It's disgusting. But as Christ followers, we are better than that. We're better than that. It's disgusting. We're called to love our enemies, do good to those who hate us. In 2 Chronicles, this has been my prayer throughout this entire year, and I think it's fitting today. It's in 2 Chronicles 7. It says, "If my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and forgive their sin and heal their land." More than ever, we need God. Our world is becoming more wicked, it's becoming more hateful, and now more than ever, we need to pray, we need to fast for our nation, for our land, for our communities, for the people that we disagree with. We need to pray, because only God, Only God can do what God can do. And so we give it to God. And what the enemy intends to harm, God will use for good. And though we are all mourning the loss of, this is someone I don't even know, but he's a brother in Christ. And the wickedness that's going on in the world, not just with Charlie Kirk, but the shootings. There was one in Colorado yesterday at a school, and here in Minnesota, we had one recently. And so it's just like there's so much evil. And it's not even, I don't even know what the words to say sometimes, but we can rejoice to know that Charlie is with the Lord. Charlie is with God. He had genuine faith in Jesus. And my encouragement and challenge to us is let his loss not be in vain. Don't let this be a moment where the enemy wins, because what the enemy intends to harm, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, God can use for good. Our hope is not in this world. Our hope is in the next. And don't let Charlie's loss be in vain, but let his courage and boldness stir you not into hiding or fear or anxiety, but to turn your eyes to the Lord, the same way I know Charlie's looking at him right now. So my prayer and my heart go out to all